desert ain't gon' want me. My body shaking with apology, but ain't nobody feeling sorry for me, not even me. And why should anybody understand? I made this whole mess with both my hands. I did all this shit myself. I created my own hell. Every fucking time I lose my mind, I'm leaving all the ones I love behind. I know I'm guilty, guilty, guilty. Don't look at me, don't look at me. I'm filthy, filthy, filthy. Can somebody kill me? Does anyone hear me? Somebody kill me. Does anyone hear me? Can someone tell me who the fuck am I? I can't even look me in the eyes. I used to emulate the sun. Look at me now, what have I done? Why? I lose blood on my hands. I'm sick in the head. I wish you could feel how sorry I truly am. Has anybody been there? Will I find my way out? How do I forgive myself? I feel like I'm stuck in hell. I'm guilty, guilty, guilty. Don't look at me, don't look at me. Somebody kill me. Does anyone hear me?
Hey, Lee! Welcome! Hello, hello. Alright, so it does look like we lost, actually, potentially 2 players here. I'm keeping an eye out for. We did have a double DC, so we're going to reboot game 1. We're already doing it. Okay, everybody's going to stay in their spot, though. Then we're going to be good to go. How's things, Haley? Living? Off to a rough start there. It's funny because that's actually going to work in probably more people's favor than not. We had a couple DCs. We had a couple players that weren't able to get into things. So showing, hold on, I don't know why it's showing backpacks just yet. There's nothing in game yet, so don't need to worry about that. Might actually just reboot this lobby real quick. All right, we're just going to reboot lobbies quick, chat. So give me 1 second. I spun all of these up earlier, I swear. I gotta do that. This is what happens sometimes. It's totally okay. Just a beautiful day here for some Apex Legends competitive. Drop some team names in quick. And we'll be off and running here momentarily. So I'm going to turn up the music so you don't have to hear me yammer on. And I will be right back.
Like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.
Not too much, Haley. Just busy, and a little bit more busy. Lots of events planning. Plenty. Plus, Mrs. and I are coming down from some sunburns, so, you know, enjoying that. This is why sometimes we don't show lobby chat, because arf clap, but it's a seal, see? It's different. Gonna give a little bit here for Lethal's third, and we'll kick off game number 1 finally. Only a couple minutes behind schedule. We'll make it up.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
All right, now we're here for game number 1. Fingers crossed. We're going to keep everybody in the lobby. We're going to keep things moving. And we're going to drop into some Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. We do have what looks to be everybody sitting on their teams correctly. We'll make sure they get through character selection. We'll make sure they get into the game. We'll kick things off here in game number 1. Going to be playing on World's Edge for the first 2 games. We do have a couple contests that will be taking place. Monument, we'll see our biggest contest. We're going to start off there. That will be Serene versus Risen Rose. Then looking over at SkyWest, we've got Trials, SkyWest and Trials going to be contested by Strikeforce and Team Meow. We do have 60 players in the lobby, a much better looking ordeal for all players already. Got some Pathfinders in the lobby, love to see that. A Southwestern Zone, beautiful. Some Seer Fuse. We're going to see a lot of different fuses taking place here in-game. For those of you unaware, if you do have access to a redeploy balloon, you use the fuse on the balloon. It essentially is kind of free wall hacks. It is a known issue across the game, I would say, but the devs do say it's there on purpose, so we're kind of using it to our advantage as a Bloodhound on crack is kind of the best way to describe it. This is going to be that contest, Risen Rose versus Team Serene. Serene is up 1 in the contest already. Bellaroo does have 1 down. Going to be trading here. Miss a deal, taking down Winnie. Team Serene looking to capitalize and quickly Slammy Joe, not Sammy Joe. This was normally a 5 Ammy Joe, but she's changed it up a little bit, you know, likes to keep things going. Strikeforce was eliminated up in the northwestern part of the map on their contest off that, which is interesting because Hellum told me that we were just going to, you know, plug in the controller, go 4-3 linear with the sensitivity, grab a Havoc, and just try and 1v3 these bad boys, but not going to happen. Not going to happen. Right now, Vortex is just trying to capitalize on this, trying to pick up those kills there on Sammy. Not going to happen. Mandy, Gabby, and yes, trying to rotate out here into Fragment. Fragment was, and I can't believe I'm saying this, relatively unclaimed.
Survey beacon. Weapon supply bin there. Joker right here.
See Serene still just taking their time. Everybody's going to take a little bit here in circle number 1. You had Duck Donuts today. I don't know what that is. Is that like... Is that a chain, or did you actually have duck on a donut? Like maybe a duck fat donut? That I could understand. It sounds... You've perked my curiosity. You've perked my curiosity. Sammy getting into this engagement, trying to stay alive. Havoc in hands, down to 1. Does have the RA-45. Beautiful connections there. Serene going to potentially lose Bellaroo here on the trade. Going to throw up those smokes quickly, giving herself a little bit of breathing room. Bellaroo going to get picked up here momentarily. RA-45, that knuckle cluster going to come through. Going to have to get out of there quickly as Slammy trying to keep things alive for Risen Rose. Fortunately, losing that initial contest at Monument, Serene does come out on top, and right now, Risen Rose just trying to get up into the placement points. Reminder for anybody a little bit newer to Apex Legends coming in and tuning in for the first time here in competitive, placement points do not begin until you get into the top 15, so you do have to get into that threshold before you start to earn your team points. You can do so by ratting. It's not frowned upon. TSM going to be coming off of Big Mod over here in the southeastern corner. Let's see what they've got for a kit. Sabs already with a essentially blue Hemlock. Going to have some extra stability on that recoil. Going to have a little bit more in the magazine.
Let's check out that area.
Very confusing rosters tonight. Solace has Kyrie, who is normally on TSM, normally in the spot where Lady Pexi is sitting. Lady Pexi was originally, I don't believe, playing with a roster. So things are changing and very, very quickly. And that's okay. That's okay. Jesus moving into the tree area. Going to fall, unfortunately, quickly at the hands of Wayne. Rancor going to be picking up those first little bits of damage here over at Tree. Only 9 damage came through to actually down the player, so, you know, sometimes it is a team effort. Wayne Bug gonna pick up that kill point for her team. 48 damage is totally okay. Gonna throw some 30-30 shots down range. And we'll jump over. See what Vendetta and Narnia are doing as they start to rotate in towards their teammate's banner. Gonna be able to grab that quickly. Give themselves a little bit of extra Evo shield there. You can see right above Vendetta's name, 594 Evo needed until they bump up to that purple shield. A little bit of extra health. A little bit of extra stability. So it is like a Dunkin' Donuts, but renamed to Duck. Okay. That is best case scenario. I was worried there were mallards without wings or something, but that's a much better scenario.
Respawn beacon over there.
It's the only type of duck I know, by the way, mallard.
Enemy over there.
Solace going to be in an engagement here with potentially Lethal Cuties. Lethal Cuties over here, this red team. Prestep does have high ground, and you can see this green circle going to be next ring, so it will be a good pull down here towards the southwestern corner. As you can see, this next ring is touching the edge of the current ring left in game.
Awesome. My marker.
Gonna call out the player down at Harvester. Prestep's gonna throw the M&K flatline down range. Lifeline care package coming down in the hands of Spit on Alley. I hate having to say that name out loud. So, Allie, if you watch this back, I like your name, but my goodness, saying it out loud. To potentially get out of rotation here. Kit Kat picking up a couple on scan. This is going to be Solace moving in. Havoc in the hands of Kyrie. Kyrie going to go up over the wall, using that Prowler to try and pick up a couple extra damage here. Allie, the player that has taken damage. Allie now officially down to one shot. Will fall at the hands of Kyrie. One little burst is all it takes. Kyrie going to disengage from the fight. Move back inside, looking over towards Crest now. Riley was able to down Kit Kat. Should be able to pick up this player quickly. Another kill point here for Team Solace. We do have a kind of little fights everywhere right now. Vortex going to be fighting up against Hex Girls. Hex Girls are on a rotation. We don't got to worry about them. VR Snails going to be taking on Rancor. Rancor has already done a little bit of damage here in the tree. Will they be able to take down the Snails? Utilizing Sear's little heartbeat sensor, taking a peek around. Where are these players rotating? You can actually pick up those heartbeats from range. And essentially just pinpoint your team to where those are going to be.
Clown there, lucky me.
As I say, teams disengaging. Incep does have a Sentinel in hand, extended magazine, and the 2x4 sight. So giving herself that little bit of flexibility, range and close range. Beautiful shots coming out of, that's not VR Snails. Who are they aiming at? That's going to be Vendetta up top. At 30-30, you're going to aim down sight, charge that up. A whole absolute cluster going on down here at the bottom right-hand corner of the map. We were getting ready to take damage here from Kara. Kara going to try and get onto this zip line, and able to do so, almost falls due to the revive prompt. Should be okay here. Dark Zero's own Renee sitting in zone, popping this Phoenix kit, no problem whatsoever. Should be able to get that off. I don't know why I said off. It's not how I would normally say that. All right, if it's not actually about a duck, I'm disappointed. Disappointed. Their mascot better be a duck. And yes, there's a pretty substantial delay. It's a little over 2 minutes, so in 2 minutes, congratulations to anybody that joins. And, you know, we're talking about ducks and donuts, and it's a good time.
RE45 here. Light amp. Shield
Circle
battery
doesn't
here.
pull as far as we were expecting, but does pull more towards this tree area. This is going to be one of those hellish zones that kind of finishes right over here. Right by this trailer, there's a little area you can walk up underneath this road. Probably one of my least favorite zones in World's Edge.
Enemies here. Let's relocate there.
Vortex taking this engagement up against Quieto. Quieto, a two-time winner here in the Apex Legends Proving Grounds here in 2024. LG Red winning their fair share. I believe they're 3 times champions. Back to back to back. Lethal Cutie is taking the contest up here against Peppa's Pigs. This is going to be Gabs from LG Red. Trying to pick up these final connections. Going to be able to take down Watson's. Lethal Cuties will be eliminated. Gabs with that nice little crouch slap on the full. Beautifully effective. Still see Quieto Cereza sitting out of zone here. A little bit of a bit, that was a visual bug. Purely visual for observers only. I swear. I do want to also try. I'm trying out some new stuff tonight, and I'm trying out the backpack inventory, so if it looks bad, just yell at me in chat. Just yell at me. Taking the turbocharged zip line here, the hands of Gab, they're jumping up top yet again of this building. It's going to be Nedlock trying to hold this building down. Nedlock now in a 1v3. Not going to be able to pick up really much of anything there when Peppa's Pigs are going to push in and take control as aggressively as they did. Meow now taking a contest up against Team Solace. Solace, what have they got to their name already? 4 kill points. We've got 17 squads left. Reminder, top 15. Top 15 is what you need to get yourself those placement bonus. Beautiful shots out of Kyrie from range with that 2x flatline. Unfortunately now getting burned by the Thermite. If they push forward, she was going to get picked off by the Arcstar, so going to have to disengage. Restep has taken damage. Riley going to stay up top and try and play aggro there. Not going to work out in their favor. TSM high ground here on the bridge, just south of Harvester. You have numerous players off in the distance. You can clearly tell, for those of you also maybe haven't touched the game in a little bit, the Hemlock Havoc are currently the meta guns. We will see this burst assault rifle and the energy assault rifle used excessively tonight, and you can see why there. Hits for 65 damage on a couple different bursts. 2 different players. Pexi going to drop down bottom, actually deciding to go with the Sentinel. Probably the meta sniper rifle this season, if you will. Solace will be eliminated. A surprise fall there from Cress. Unfortunately, not going to pick up any placement points. They will pick up, however, a few KP. They did pick up, I believe, 4 kills when we were last with them. So I do want to just kind of keep an eye on a little of everything. Brick does have 2 players down. Rancor down to 1. Looks like we're going to be in a 1v1. Brick will be eliminated at the hands of Rancor. Rancor going to pick up a couple additional kill points. Here to kick things off in game number 1. A much healthier lobby as round 3 is getting ready to close. Momentarily, we'll take an eye at where round 4 is going to be. Love the use of lifeline and comp. You've gotta appreciate a good lifeline and comp. This will be a tree zone, so a little bit south of where we were originally thinking, which was going to be underneath this bridge here. But things are changing up. Risen Rose has bumped their way up into the top 15. Frogs will be eliminated. In 13th place. Potentially, what's even worse is it might have been a self-thermite. I am probably the best self-thermiter out there, so anybody, any orgs looking for somebody to, maybe spice things up on their competitive team and, harm the team, I'm here to help. My email's open. Peppa Pigs with some beautiful positioning here. They do have some high ground. They've got a zip line in hand. They've also got Vendetka's Death Box. Able to utilize a little bit of that additional resource. Shot's going to be coming over from the bridge. TSM is yet to rotate off of this bridge. They've just kind of been holding this ground very steadily. Which, if you are the last team to push into zone, it could do you favor. TSM not actually having to rotate too far this game. They've only come over from Big Mod. Just kind of went directly west, followed the GPS, and plugged in the coordinates. Light now, underground just northwest of Tree. The team sitting directly above them, Peppa Pigs. This could be, I don't believe that's Sammy down bottom. There's no way Sammy is still alive down bottom. She's not. Kit Kat in the Beast of the Hunt, able to utilize this black and white to highlight these silhouettes in red. A couple quick bursts from the Nemesis from Kit Kat. Going to try and pick up a couple extra damage. Potentially get themselves an entry frag, and it looks like White may be on the push here. Up against Team Serene, able to get a couple of these initial breaks. The gold mag here in the RE45. Got a Bree Queen. Serene will be eliminated. TSM on the push. We see them picking up KP. By the time we got down there, Vortex already eliminated. 4 kill points now to TSM. We are inside of the top 10 here in game number 1. Anybody that does want to keep up with things as we go, scores will be updated if you use Command Now. It'll show the scores in chat and give you a link to the Overstat where you can get a further breakdown of players, what placements they took per game, the overall damage, the time they spent alive. You do see Saps here. She does have that. I heard her shout out Respawn Beacon, which is what made me think of it. Does have the Respawn Beacon here to be able to utilize this as a little bit of cover if needed. Especially in these later portions of the game. Incep does decide to run into zone. Going to take a little bit of purposeful damage here. We'll jump over to Moonlights, who also have high ground over this tunnel. A beautiful shot out of the triple take. Hits for 87. Gets the break on the Catalyst. Another 63. That's going to be TSM now taking damage. Down here on Tree, we're jumping down to TSM. Lady Texan has fallen. Favorite going to have to slide away. Going to try and keep things moving here for TSM. And that's going to be Dark Zero pushing up to try and take down TSM. Which, if you're even remotely familiar with Apex Legends Women's Comp, TSM in what was Lust, this is a long-time rivalry.
Energy ammo here.
Renee going to call out a little bit of extra ammo. Only 57 rounds here for Renee to work with. Does have a turbocharger, so this will spin up instantaneously. No need for that little hesitation. A player drops down. That was going to be a quick push here. Non going around the corner, able to take down one. Bree Queen will fall at the hands of Dark Zero. Dark Zero also trying to just find themselves a little bit of cover. It seems like they're hiding underneath a slotted fence, not really giving themselves a lot of room to work with. Team Meow sitting up top of the tree, just shooting fish in a barrel. Completely gold mag here out of Kisaki. Going to be doing all of those automatic reloads for once it goes into your backpack. This is there momentarily. Quick little fade away here from Yusaki. Shiro still sitting up top, trying to call out teams. 8 kills here already for Shiro in game number 1. Going to be a monster game here for Team Meow. Picking up additional kills. They're running through the lobby right now. That 15, 17 kills for Team Meow, plus a couple more to round it out. Team Meow closes game 1 with such dominant fashion. A huge game from Team Meow. We will be back, though, momentarily with game number 2, and even more Apex Legends here on World's Edge. One hell of a game, number 1 there, as Team Meow, the team we actually ended the game watching, going to come out in first place. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, I like the little backpack overlay, but we're going to bind that to something so it's not just sitting there all the time. We'll bring it back for the next event. We'll figure it out. But Team Meow sitting in first, 30 points, 18 of those being kill points. Dark Zero tied for second place with Team Rancor. TSM sitting in fourth, tied with Team Peppa Pigs. 9 points to their name, rounding out your top 5. If you'd like a more detailed breakdown, use command now in chat. NOW. Take a look at how things are breaking down. Let's check where this next zone's going to go. Instead of a southern zone, we will see a little bit more northern as we jump right into the action here up in Monument. Going to be Team Risen Rose versus Serene. Silver Rain going to be using that P2020 to break the Bloodhound. Nessies, who originally wasn't going to be able to join us in game here. Slammy Joe able to take down a couple. Risen Rose going to be eliminated far earlier than they would have liked to here in game number 2. It's our second of 3 games here on World's Edge. We'll be taking a short Storm Point diversion. Right after we finish up here, Silver Rain able to hit a couple very crucial Mastiff shots. Going to have to dip out of this fight, leaving poor Miss Adil in the dust. Poor Miss Adil.
Enemy here.
This should be a quick pickup here from Team Vortex. Vortex now landing over in this fragment area, landing over at Streamer House, kind of rotating their way over through Bridge very quickly to come in third party. This is a very wise POI claim. Putting yourself near any potential contests is going to be exceptionally helpful. As we did have a contest up here in the last game, the SkyWest Trials contest between Strikeforce and Team Meow.
Let's explore that way.
As you can see, Team Red, Meow, are winners of the previous game. Personally,
Got my
I would land so far away from them after that dominant performance. But that is why I'm like, a gold plat player, not an Apex Predator. Kieto getting ready to rotate into Overlook. Maybe Kieto v Hex Girls. Yosha, Crit, and Just Bear. Will they be able to keep Kieto at bay? Just a slightly mistimed shot there out of Cereza. She makes up for it quickly with a beautiful hit for 88. More going to be rotating down and around. She does have the Mozambique in hand. Normally you don't want the Mozambique, but you know what? Kimura has no problem with it because she's going to hit all of those shots just like that, time and time again. One player left here. We're going to go for the 1v1. Cereza going to pick it up and take down Hex Girls. Now we're going to have to get out of, I believe that was CRG, pushing in to try and pick up a couple kill points of their own. I personally am a huge fan of Peppa Pig, all right? He's A, a pig, hello. B, what a cool-ass name, Peppa. Crazy. Should be a Light versus Solace. Over here, we're just south of Mirage Etoile. That Havoc's gonna spin up so damn fast in the hands of Kyrie. As you can see there, takes down Spit on Alley quickly. This is that wall hack we were talking about earlier. Kyrie gonna go right up and over. Little wall of fire, not gonna matter. She's gonna wait for that grapple to rebuild here. Still 10 seconds away, but Light will be eliminated at the hands of Solace. Solace picking up a couple very crucial KP. Solace is sitting in 10th place overall. Looking to capitalize on a little bit more than kill points here in game number 2, especially before we move to Storm Point. Yes, and just taking a little break. You know, it's okay to take a player break. It's okay.
Watch it. Enemy there. Enemy there.
We're trying to stay alive here for Team Serene. Reminder, you do need to get into the top 15 for placement points. So right now, Serene on the run. Played correctly, could potentially lead her lead this other team into a group of other players. Unfortunately, not knowing where those other players are going to be at the time is going to be the big issue. Landslide, not a super popular POI, but Belleru, wait for these players to pop around the corner, try and take it head on. You have to respect it. Unfortunately, Mandy is probably the best 13-year-old I've ever watched play Apex Legends. If anybody else was chasing, could have been a different story. Massive contest down here in the southwest corner of the map. Moonlight's Mars is going to be trying to stay alive, almost downs. As Disu, I went free Pam there like an absolute rascal. And this is going to be Solace now pushing down towards Thermal Station. They're looking to pick up a little bit more extra kill points as well. Riley spinning that guitar around because nothing says badass like a character with wall hacks and a guitar. Nothing.
Let's go this way.
Unfallen Star does have this digital threat here on the sniper.
Thanks.
Peppa's Pigs, here we go yet again. Getting ready to take a contest, gonna spin up, you know what, a little bit of friendly fire never hurt. Gonna throw out that ever-crucial Bangalore ultimate, the Rolling Thunder. Gonna help provide some very cover. Beautiful with the hipfire. It's gonna come down to a 1v1. Peppa's Pigs did try to take down Strike Force there, unable to do so. Rather shocking turn of events there for Strike Force. What looked to be an all hope is lost situation. Team Solace trying to still take this fight. Everybody climbing up as high as they can. Crestep will fall. Riley gonna try and get the shield swap. Not gonna have a shield ready to swap. We do fall to a 2v2. We do fall to...
I got you, friend.
Not a 2v1. Not a 2v1. Solace will be eliminated. They are inside of placement points, so they will get that guaranteed placement. Playing exceptionally aggro today, which you have to love to see out of Team Solace. Yeah, with the high ground, you can see Shiro's aim is unmatched. Remind, Shiro is not playing anywhere close to the Virginia 1 server that we're playing on right now. I believe Shiro is an EU player playing on over 100 ping. Even more insane to think about. The Strike Force now under fire yet again. Strike Force eliminated. Did you see how Shiro waited right there in the door? Disgusting. I have clearly never watched Peppa Pig. Clearly. That's actually one of the benefits of not having children is I don't have to watch Peppa Pig. Or Bluey, for that matter. You know, none of that exists in our house. We get to watch things like Dexter, or Below Deck, or Love Island. We can watch all of that and not have to watch Bluey or Peppa Pig. Chalk one up for the good guys.
Got company out there. This place bare.
Yeto looks like they're getting ready to break into the survey camp area of the map up here. Northern portion. Giving themselves some severe high ground here. Kimura going as high as she possibly can. Lethal Cuties will be eliminated. Good high ground shots from Kimura, at least letting those players know, hey, Kieto is here, but it's going to be Meow up against them. Meow going to disengage from this fight as best as they possibly can. They are in the favorable position, giving themselves access to zone and the cover that it allows. Yusaki has taken some damage down to 1. No worries. Here comes Doc to make things all better. You don't even have to pay a copay when Lifeline heals you in this game. You can tell this is not an American healthcare system here in Apex Legends. No copays, free health. It's a glorious thing. It's glorious. Frag out in front. Dopey does take some serious damage here on the entry. Shiro will fall. Yusaki picking up a massive team wipe against the likes of Quieto. Now, obviously, probably not going to do it right now, but there is a bounty active for tonight for the first player to post a clip of them 1v3ing another team. Yusaki, I believe, the first person that we've seen 1v3. Vortex has taken up stance here in Sky West. You have some nice high ground to work with. Going to go for this scan quick thanks to that smoke. Let's take a look at what that's going to reveal for them. This is going to show all of these players, all of their arrows. It'll show that momentarily for them. Leave that up on the map for a few seconds. Really give them an idea of where these teams could potentially be rotating to, where there's a potential rat for an easy kill point if there's one nearby. It's very crucial information as we get ready to move into the closure of round number 3. Getting into your groove early, exceptionally crucial. They found themselves some open real estate in what normally is not an open real estate style building.
Contact.
Yeah, I'm just going to take their time and waltz right in. TSM going to be able to hold things down. Player that's trying to make their way over the train tunnels, that's going to be a Meow player. The smokes will come out from Meow.
Enemy spotted.
Please don't shoot us, they say. Please stop. Favor just throwing lead down range. A quick little tap.
Let's check out this area.
Dark Zero in a kind of difficult position, one might say. This one player, Jace, over to the eastern side of them, causing a little bit of havoc. Not using the havoc.
Hostile spotted.
Yeah, I would say we're not big TV watchers that much, Haley. Unless it's Shark Week, the Olympics, X Games, things like that. Sail GP. But yeah, we're like, I'm not gonna just, turn on the television and watch random things. I'd rather just go to Peacock or Netflix or one of the other million subscriptions that they make you purchase. So
Care package over there.
watch shows you care about.
Medkit here. They help, to say the least.
Frogs making it much farther into the game this time. They did finish in 14th place after the last game. A pretty severe tie between 12th through 16th, all with 1 point. So looking to capitalize on making it into the top 10. Once you break into that top 10, you're already guaranteed 2 placement points. So obviously breaking into top 10, extremely crucial. A quick little flick there out of AP Eve, trying to make that connection on Pathfinder, not going to happen.
Check out that area.
Not sure who that Pathfinder was. Vendetka, naturally. 400 rounds of energy ammo. There's Disu's team.
This place there.
There's Disu's bag, I should say. Excuse me. It's a little chaotic.
Enemy spotted.
Although you'd kind of be shocked how quickly you can go through 400 rounds of energy. As we see where this next zone is going to pull. This blue right here is not what we're worried about.
Let's check out that way, friend.
Goal is to just get inside this little circle here. There's going to be 2 different buildings. I guess 3 if you really want to squeeze a sliver in, but you're going to lose health as you come out, so I can't imagine they stay there too much longer after the closure of round 4. Love the Super Nessie sticker right there, front and center on the Phoenix kit. My goodness gracious. Big shots out of Mandy from range, utilizing a fully kitted Hemlock here, just missing that purple stock to help recoil just a little bit more. Otherwise controlling those shots well from range. 740 damage to her name already. And things haven't even hit the fan yet. CRG trying to stay alive. Dark Zero on the push. You have to imagine Scarlet's going to push in on this one. Scarletta able to take down one. Swifty will fall. Going to push inside. That was going to be a quick push in there from onto CRG from a Dark Zero. Taking numerous knuckle clusters. Rancor still down to 1. Incep just trying to stay alive for the team. Down into 8th place. We're almost into the part of the game. 7th place is where 3 points will be added automatically for placement. So you're just trying to get just a little bit further. Give yourself 1 extra point. Rolling Thunder going to come out, going to bounce around, get inside of that building, quickly giving herself some cover. And Team Meow not going to be able to touch her horn. She's inside, at least for the time being. Dark Zero in a favorable position. Inside of this next zone, they will be able to push into this door. Numerous levels on this building, so you can split this building up a little bit if you'd like. I'm not sure why it blocked the word LMAO. We're just going to permit that term. Thank you, Twitch. I've seen what you guys moderate and ban for, and LMAO is not something that needs to be moderated or banned. Right here, Vortex versus Brick. Brick gonna have to push in from the low ground on this one. Gonna make things a little bit difficult. You have that Watson pylon sitting right in that back corner, so if you do need to retreat, and we'll block all of those incoming grenades as you start to throw them. Somebody decided to leave that Loba ult sitting right on the stairs. A very kind gift. Very kind gift. Bloodhound ult comes through from Mandy. I was going to say, I can't imagine them getting ready to try and take this fight so aggressively, but right as I say that, they do. Now just trying to heal up just a little bit. Counter push is not going to be pushing, so no worries there. Incep will fall. Rancor is going to have to settle for 8th place here in game number 2. Rancor, after sitting in tied for 2nd after that first game. 17 points to their name. We'll see what it adds to the total here after all things are said and done. Meow getting ready to push in, I believe, up against the likes of Vortex and Brick now. I'm not sure if they're sitting up on high ground. Sitting up in the higher level of this building. There are 3 technical levels to this building. All of them equally hell to work with if you're getting pushed, if you're getting smoked as much as they are here, which is exactly what we're seeing from the observer view. Over here, Dark Zero. We'll see what Dark Zero's up to. Dark Zero does have low ground in this high portion of the building. Brick does fall right as we go away. Go figure. Team Meow down to a 2-player team right now. TSM with that high ground. Vortex with that high ground. Excuse me. TSM over on the other building. Learn what you're talking about. Scans come through. 10 plus hostiles. Worst case scenario. Gonna pop that ultimate accelerant. Give Mandy the beast of the hunt. See those players sitting down bottom. They're just gonna kind of bob and weave. They were able to get the revive off, so Meow is up to a team of 3. They've got a shield core swap ready to go, and they're relatively center circle. These are the teams we're gonna start things off with. Right now, TSM, while they do have high ground, they've also got one of the further positions to push into this next circle, and it's completely open. Completely not in their favor. Nedlock going to take a little bit of time and pop a med kit. EP does have low ground, just watching in that door, sees that shield swap. Shots come through from Nedlock. EP Eve will fall at the hands of TSM. A quick takedown. Nedlock now trying to keep the positioning a little bit secretive. However, TSM knows there's something a little fishy going on. We got somebody with some like octopus suction cups stuck to the side of the building.
We got company, people.
TSM very aware of where these players are going. The Lifeline care package is going to come out from the team sitting directly below. Dark Zero giving themselves a little bit of extra cover. Going to force TSM off of the building. Mortar Flare comes through. That Mortar Flare going to allow so much information here at the hands of TSM. Drops trying to stay alive. Nedlock still taking the time to heal. Dark Zero Zero now getting ready to have to push into this building and quickly, unfortunately, slowing down to the falling of the zone. Dark Zero will fall and have to settle for 4th place. TSM down to 1. It's going to be Sav trying to keep things going. TSM actually had a favorable position to drop in on that, and now it's going to be Team Vortex versus Team Meow yet again here. Meow trying to take things home. Kraber in the hands, not going to connect. Vortex going to be able to take this one home. Very big game 2 out of Team Vortex. Played that one slow, played that one patient, and it paid off. We'll be back with game number 3. We are switching over to Storm Point, so we'll be back in 2 minutes with some new gameplay on a new map and some brand new standings. Let's see who rounds out the top 5 in just a few.
Let the animal
Another monster game out of Team Meow. While they didn't finish in first place, they had the tie for most kills in the lobby, which was 10. Also tying with Team Vortex. Vortex coming out on top. A 22-point game for them. Going to change things up a little bit on the leaderboard. Meow, a first place, a second place finish. 49 points to their name, sitting in first. Dark Zero in second with 31. Vortex in third with 27.
Here, pals.
TSM in fourth with 21. And Rancor in fifth with 19 points. Catonix, thank you so much for the follow. You'll hear that in 2 minutes, so don't even worry about it. do have one player from TSM. That DC is going to be Sabs. No other DCs as of yet. Just keeping an eye on that. I hate so much when players DC. Oh, do I hate it. I want to, like, medevac back into the game. Quick fight here already up at North Pad. I totally forgot to look at the drop map, see where these contests were going to be going. We do have this Ferrari North Pad area going to be contested by Moonlight and CRG. We also will have a launch pad down here between Strike Force and Quieto. Marcy just going crazy with the Rampage in hand. Going to reload this R99, do a little bit of Radiant Shield transfer. CRG will be eliminated. Just enough time to drop down to Quieto.
Cancel that. Target spotted.
Quieto doing a little bit of damage here up against Strike Force. Risen Rogues will be eliminated. They were actually contesting Meow over at Pylon. So Meow going to pick up a couple kills to start things off. I'm gonna go airborne, and this could be Quieto in trouble. We're down to a 2v2. 1v1, Tereza with the alternator in hand. She does best, taking down Strike Force. A 1v3, another potential clip. Somebody submit some clips. That's what we like to see. Station contest up here between Rancor and 3MNK. This is the Spendetka Narnia team. Narnia trying to stay alive. Only a car here in the hands. Does have that Mozambique. Goes for the silly little goofy revive. Could potentially be... Oh my god! I didn't know what to say there without swearing and being very excessively loud. I had nothing. I had nothing. Big play out of Rancor to pick up 3 to start. Some massive contest wins to start things off. My goodness gracious. 1v3, 1v3, 1v3. This is going to be the duo that is TSM against Sabs, unfortunately DC'd right as we were getting ready to start. Once we have 2 players that DC from separate teams, then we restart. Otherwise, we get into this thing that's like a it's like a respawn kind of restart generator, and we would never finish. We would never finish.
Got company out there.
That was Pigs, the show I never watched. Getting ready to move up on the contest winners. That is Moonlights. A little bit more time to get themselves together.
This way.
Val does have this headlock charged up. Ray to rock.
Got company out there.
Turbocharger in hand, ready to go. Taking time to take down the Radiant Transfer. Shield wall, whatever the hell it's actually called. I should learn all of the correct names for things eventually, you know? Probably. Would make sense. Quick shots out of Val. Gabs to take down Biddy. Ira going to be taking down Marcy. Going to be left in a 1v3 now. That's going to be Sarita trying to get out here for Team Moonlights. Potentially able to do so. Unfortunately, I saw something about a Snailosaurus Rex coming this way. Cannot be stopped with salt. I did confirm this with Wikipedia. Taking a peek in there, you know, kind of establishing if they want to go for this. But they do also spot this player on the run. And now just trying to stay alive. Those were some quick 30-30 shots, I do believe. And now Serena going to be in a fight for her life. They actually are not going to be chasing this kill down, which is quite a very surprising, I guess, non-push. They definitely don't have the information we have, you know, looking at the map, seeing where these players are, who's left alive. And this is best case scenario. Best case scenario for Serena. Able to stay up in this area, locate a potential rat spot. You've got the next circle in your favor already. It's touching the edge of the next circle, so it's going to be an aggressive pull. This is going to be a little bit interesting. Brick's going to be eliminated at the hands of Peppa's Pigs. Gab's going to be going for those revives now. Checking Discord, making sure there's no major issues. Sear's going to come through now onto Peppa's Pigs. Gab's going to try and take high ground, able to do so. Will Gabs be able to heal up and effectively? Going to be the question, as Frogs now only looking on the low ground. Deadlock apparently does not have the same FOV that we're watching this event with, which is maxed at 110, whatever it is. Playing on a little bit of a smaller FOV, unable to see Gabs sitting up top there.
Let's go this way.
Peppa's Pigs able to take down one. Serene trying to take down another, not going to matter. It'll be Peppa's Pigs eliminated here at the hands of Frogs. Team Serene will also be eliminated in the kill feed. We're down inside of the top 15. Both of those teams picking up a kill point respectively.
This upgrade will elevate my performance. Shield cell here.
The guacamole action over here just south of Command Center. Got Rancor with high ground. We've got the duo that is TSM inside of the top 15. Keeping things moving here. Unfortunately without Sabs. But they are keeping things moving. And this is going to be Team Meow getting ready to take action here. Yusaki going to take one up against Rancor. That's going to be two for Rancor. Looking for the third. Where's Rancor's third? Wanebug. She's out. She's gone. She's out of stock. Cannot be here any longer. Dark Zero does put up a kill there. Top right of your screen. TSM now taking a little bit more damage than they would like as a duo. Vortex, the winners of the previous game, game number 2 on World's Edge.
That place has seen action.
Let's explore this way.
I love what Wayne's doing. Wanebug has decided that there is no need to be in zone when you can simply be out of zone. Gonna go ahead and craft the teammate banners. I would like to admit, okay, ranked today, okay? There's the first problem. I was playing ranked today. Instead of crafting my teammates' banners, got a little bit excited, and instead of going left to craft them, out of habit, I went up for ammo, and then both of my teammates left the game. That's it. That's what I want to admit. It was a little bit of an oopsie daisy, but, you know, sometimes things happen. So thank you to the Newcastle Infuse that left me all stranded and alone. I was going to make a rotation to another crafting station. I swear I was. X-Girl's going to be on the chase here. They do spot a player out. Who did they spot? They spotted none other than Team Light. And I know this gets confusing because there's 3 different Lights playing today. There's Light, Team Light, There's Light Years the player, and there's Moonlight the team. So there's 3 different lights. It's like a Pink Floyd album. Incept does fall to zone. That's unfortunate. I mean, unfortunately they're pretty far out of zone, so that could be the reason why. But you gotta do what you gotta do to get your team back into the game.
How about this way?
Love what Gracie's doing. Gracie also just taking her time. Does not look like she's got much left to work with heal-wise. Could potentially throw Portal, but the Portal's not going to do much. Found the most random syringes I've ever seen. Where did those come from? Solace going to be picking up the kill on Team Vortex, the winners of game number 2. Solace looking to move themselves up the leaderboard with aggression. Solace currently tied in 6th place with Pet Pigs. 10 points to their name, needing a big game here to break into the top 3. A little bit of everything coming through for Riley. The Knuckle Cluster, the grenades, a couple Arc Stars. Riley down to 1. No worries, Kyrie and Crest do have your back. Crest gonna back up momentarily, pop this shield battery. Riley gets the shield battery off, wraps around the building. That's gonna be all that it was for Dark Zero. Riley comes out on top as your new kill leader. You got 4 ads. See, and that right there, I got so sick and tired of getting ads. I was like, you know what? Twitch Nitro has got to be worth it. Chef's kiss. What a lifesaver. This way I don't have to, you know, like, sub to 4,500 people. I watch too much Apex. I can't sub to everybody. I can't. I'm not Mr. Beast, okay? I don't have millions of dollars in sub revenue. Nedlock with high ground. Beautiful. Beautiful angles. Unfortunately, going to miss a couple of those early connects. Still plenty of access to a heady there. Beautiful shots onto the Catalyst. Able to take that break. Gonna back up very quickly. Pop that Phoenix kit. No problem whatsoever. Yeto still alive. Eastern side of this next zone. We'll have a little bit of a push here to go. TSM still alive. Still in. They're inside the top 10. They have earned themselves 3 points already, 2 for placement once they broke into the top 10. 1 for a kill point. One more team gets eliminated. They will have 3 points for placement. Again, unfortunately, losing Sabs a little bit earlier than they would have liked to. Do that disconnect early on. Kyrie doing plenty of damage, doing plenty of recon for the team, able to level up that Evo by spotting out different care packages. Never mind the damage. X-Girls looking for a place to call home. They don't have a lot of real estate to work with. The rocks here and there are going to be moving into a potential contest up against Team Light. Light looking to get this balloon down ASAP. Able to do exactly that. They're going to go for a long rotation over here towards this next zone, but for more pushing in very quickly for Team Quieto.
Got company out there.
More now with high ground. Quick shots and a break. Hex Girl's going to be in trouble. Kamor leveling up to that red Evo shield. Another break here on Kamor. When able to take down 1, Cereza pushing up inside. Kamor is going to say, don't worry about it, team. I've got this one for Team Quieto. X-Girls will fall. We're down inside of the top 6.
Syringe here. We need a quick patch-up.
Placement points going to be getting ever so crucial as we move into this top 5, making sure that you have enough to stay on that leaderboard. Move your way up in the meantime. Solace still sitting in that tied position, 6th place, 10 points to their name. Needing a massive game to break into that top 3. 27 points was the barrier to entry in that top 3.
Hostile over there.
sniper ammo here.
Kraber here, excuse me, in the hands of Yusaki. Just give us a taste of something. You know, a little taste. Make me throw my monitor. Please don't. Please don't. Beautiful shots out of Yusaki very quickly from range. Going to be off of Team Solace. Going to be returning fire on that. Riley going to dump out a knuckle cluster, give themselves a little bit of breathing room. And the circle, the final circle, I will say, has appeared on map. A little bit of an interesting pull for some of these players. There's not going to be a lot of real cover to work with. There's a lot of tunnels underneath. This building has numerous stories. Gwen going to try and make one of those connections happen quick. Unable to do so, but does have a amped up Sentinel here. Just so much Hemlock.
Quick, go here.
BR Snails do have one of the better positions as of right now with this high ground accessibility, giving themselves so much access to this next zone. Frogs, while they do have high ground here, just up top of this platform, not as easily accessible into this next zone as they're going to be hoping for. But 15 seconds, we're going to find out what happens. That's totally fair. See, I'm on Twitch every day. Every single day. Whether it's work-related, whether it's me just watching Apex scrims or random streams, I use it too much, and it's worth, I think, the $12 to just never see ads. Quick little taps there out of Snailosaurus Rex. BR Snails trying to make some crucial connections. Beautiful break here out of Snailosaurus Rex. See, this is why we talk about dinosaurs every once in a while. Clearly a dinosaur has Rex in her name. Wouldn't be a dinosaur if you didn't have Rex in your name. 15 seconds till this fifth circle has closed. They will have a little bit of real estate, actually, probably a little bit more than they were expecting in this next zone, giving themselves a little bit of a head glitch, if you will, over this railing, up over the top of BR Snails. Riley could potentially play severe spoiler if this nade lands. And it clicked the wrong player. Love that. Nedlock got pushed back so aggressively it was into zone. It was a great hit out of Riley. Would have loved to have seen what that did. Good night, Moon. Penguin's going to go into zone. Nedlock almost falling. What a beautiful grenade out of Riley. Heads up. That gorgeous. Chef's kiss.
Let's go over there.
Chef's kiss. That's how you grenade high ground. Team Solace. Just, once again, my goodness.
Let's displace there.
We have the players off in the distance here for BR Snails.
Right here.
Team Meow sitting middle of the building, directly below BR Snails. Shiro gonna go up. If Shiro hit that, that would have been the monitor right there. I couldn't have allowed it to happen. But go ahead and charge this up quickly. Get this ready to push in. Yusaki still with a Kraber in hand. A minute 45 until we crown a winner. We'll move into another game of Storm Point. Before our final two games. One more game on World's Edge. One more following that. Our final game will be here on Storm Point. Yusaki going to be keeping an eye out for where these players are and when they begin to drop. 4 squads left. Kieto down in the absolute trenches. See here down in the low ground. They do have themselves some pretty open ground to work with. No one's going to potentially drop down onto them, at least just yet. Giving themselves up on the high ground would be a little bit silly. Team Meow taking some heavy fire here. Team Meow still in first, looking to stay that way. Try and hold off this Rolling Thunder for as long as possible. Gopi going to take a little bit of damage, a little stun action, throw out the dock. get things rolling. Was trying to move the team at Solace, as they do have more of this open ground than anybody. Coming through out of Riley. Riley able to down two. Team Meow will be eliminated. Solace now trying to make it another one. Can they take down Team Quieto? Restep with the bolt in hand, trying to stay alive as we switch over to Team Quieto to finish things out here in game number 3. Monstrous game, out of Team Quieto. They stayed down in the trenches for as long as possible. They waited until they saw that kill feed absolutely lighting up, knew that there were 2 teams left, pushed in and capitalized. Gwen even using the Prestige Bloodhound skin to do so. We'll be back momentarily with game number 4. It'll be our second game here on Stormpoint for this series. We'll see you in a few.
Consumed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me Tell me why you left me bleeding. Died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Lullabies of you still in my head. Bloodshot eyes, can't sleep, I'm rotting in my bed. Even the drugs don't faze me. I don't think you understand. I gave you everything I had when this shit go wrong, and now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside.
All right. Apologies for the delay. We actually had everything went to hell once we went to end the game. There's a little bit of an in-progress bug that happens every once in a while. When you end a game, it doesn't technically, you know, quote-unquote close the server, even though it processes scores, data, everything. And that's where we ended up. But, as you could tell, by the leaderboard, Team Meow still sitting in first. They've actually finished first, second, and then third as the games have gone on. Sitting in first with 61 points, 33 kills. Average placement of second. Team Solace now sitting in second with 38. Dark Zero sitting in third with 35. Quieto in fourth with 31. And Team Vortex rounding out your top 5 with 28. Big start here for a lot of top teams. We do have numerous contests taking place. We've got Ferrari Northpad right over here. We've got Zoo Station between Rancor 3M&K, which is Disu's team, which I know I just butchered saying that quickly. Launchpad, and we've also got a Pylon contest. So we'll jump on board with Pylon quickly as we missed this one earlier. Risen Rose versus Meow. Risen Rose did fall in the initial contest. So Meow now trying to capitalize on this yet again. Reminder, Meow, your current leaders on everything. 61 points to their name. Taking a little bit to get things started. Strike Force going to be falling down to 2. More with a Mozam, never a friendly sight. More with multiple guns is never a friendly sight. This is going to be the 3-stack push here. Strike Force trying to finish this one up. Not going to happen. Quieto playing with their food.
Snazzy, as Vulcan would say.
Risen Rose versus Meow. We're back at to Pylon. No initial fights just yet. Do have a couple ticks of damage on a few different players. Back to this one here momentarily. Moonlights. Does look like they're going to fall here up against CRG. Serena going to be on the run, trying to keep the hopes here for Team Moonlights. Moonlights currently tied in 11th with 9. It's funny because Serene, who is the last player of Team Moonlights, is actually tied with Team Serene. Serena. But Serena is tied with Team Serene. Over to Zeus Station, 3MNK up against Rancor. Rancor does have 1 down. Looks like a pretty solid reset just came through from 3MNK. Beautiful quick flick there out of Incept to take 1. Almost gets the full. Now 3 MNK will push in. Risen Rose was eliminated over at that pylon contest. Vendetka gonna finish up Incept there. That was the worst case scenario to switch over at that exact moment. I'm so sorry, Rancor. It's not you, it is definitely me. And now the map has gone completely quiet.
Let's check out
Just
that
like
way,
that. That's
friends.
the way Apex Legends can shift, though. It can be the most active or initial drop possible, as Rancor will be finished off there. 3 MNK coming out on top
I
of the
think we should
contest.
move that way.
Vendetka representing the OG Beer Beavers. What a great time in Apex competitive, the Beer Beavers. TSM going to be pushing up towards that southeast corner of Lightning Rod. Sab's going up as a solo. Just testing the waters, seeing where some of these players might be. Hey, I'm not the one in charge of ads. I think I even have pre-roll off. Twitch is trying to get their bag, but you know what? You just keep watching those ads and you're going to make me like 3 cents probably. So it's very appreciated. Very appreciated. Dark Zero pushing in up against Team Light for Kit Kat, caught unsuspecting. And Knuckle Cluster going to come through from Bree Queen to try and keep things just a little bit at bay. We'll see. Let's see where that was actually a beautiful ring of fire. From distance, that was a beautiful ring of fire. Not going to matter. Renee is on the hunt.
It's this place there. Got company out there.
Dark Zero able to grab that zip line, send that out thanks to Scarlet. Now just going to try and pick this final player off here. Bree on the run and Spit on Alley. Way off. Final Fantasy sword in hand. Doesn't matter. Gotta go. No thank you. Spinning it ever so quickly. Literally making all of us sick. Thank you, Alley.
Let's check out that way, friends.
And shooting over here towards Barometer. Shooting at a combination of Team Serene and Team MVL. Opt to leave a couple of those attachments there. Nope, okay. We're going to actually go back and pick those up. Thanks, Belarus, for making me correct myself. That's okay. Saw CRG shooting, got a little bit excited. Just a little bit. Peppa's Pig's going to take a little bit of time, go pick up this Evo Harvester, give themselves a little bit more advantage as they start to move into some of these fights.
We should check out over there.
Team Meow getting ready to see Hex Girls here momentarily.
Find a better position.
Hex Girls are just a little bit north of Team Meow as Team Meow starts to open things up. Yusaki able to down crit from distance. Yusaki over on this wide swing rotation, gonna go backwards, take this supercharged line up there, gonna be moving exceptionally fast as they move up in. Ring of fire coming through. Meow trying to push in and capitalize on this down, this break, this disorganization. Now could be a potentially troubling situation, and right as I say that, gonna be able to take down the lifeline. Dopey will fall, should be now. I believe a 1v1 it was, but it's not going to matter. It was actually a 2v1. They only lost one from the Meow rotation. Hex Girls will be eliminated. Hex Girls currently sitting in 15th, tied with Team Strikeforce, 6 points to both of those teams. Got a very interesting pull here. This is normally where we see TSM excel. TSM with high ground. They're just south of Lightning Rod. They're going to have plenty of high ground here to work with. Put their back to the zone right over here. You're not going to want to take this long rotation once the zone starts to close in more. Say that, Quieto starts to fall. Gwen gonna go back through the cat wall, gonna try and push up into this hallway, and Quigley gonna give it down one potentially. There's one for Nedlock. The punches are coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, punching is never frowned upon. Here in Apex Legends, Quieto coming out on top of that Frogs contest. We are down to the top 15, so all teams now guaranteeing themselves that one placement point, that crucial placement point. I thought, well, very briefly, when I pulled open the map, I thought Snail Morphodon, which I do believe is another dinosaur. Another dinosaur. I do believe that, I don't know what I actually thought I saw now. So never mind, never mind. We're over it. Moving on. I got too excited about the dinosaurs. Ah, yes, I thought I saw Snailer Moon, which would have made me exceptionally happy, but it was not Snailer Moon. But BR Snails, feel free.
Let's reposition there.
Because .@ quotation could be Snailer Moon. And you guys would have like a whole snail army. Kind of like the hit wonderful animated feature, Turbo. It's a movie about snails. They could be the BR Snails. You never know. Never know. This is Turbo after he retired from racing. You know, he got too tired. Too tired. Indy 500 was too much. Try and throw bullets down range here. Snail Morphodon gonna take some damage. Team Solace has moved up into ring from very eastern side. They took a nice rotation up here, gave themselves plenty of ground to work with. Unfortunately, not as much cover. Riley gonna try and keep things going here. Ring of Fire goes out. You got a Rolling Thunder and a Ring of Fire. They should be relatively safe for the time being. I can't imagine a team pushes up into this, but BR Snails right on the other side. They do have the Seer Ultimate down as well. They're going to be able to pick up those movement steps as players start to push in. Unfortunately for them, no players pushing in just yet. BR Snails now under fire. Solace pushing in. Riley down one. TSM also up in the kill feed. ZRG will be eliminated.
Target spotted. Enemy there.
Moved into this zone very commandingly, kind of moved in from that eastern corner as we mentioned. A very unsuspecting push for them. From them, I should say, for the other teams. Team Bricked giving themselves POV of the area that's fighting. This area right here, BR Snails and Quieto going to be the two teams pushing in. BR Snails going to be eliminated here at the hands of Quieto.
Enemy spotted.
I have no idea where TSM is right now. They were... TSM way up out of zone. That makes sense. We were zoomed in a little too much. I knew I saw a favorite putting down some bodies, and yeah, lo and behold, way up out of zone. Quieto has carved themselves a little bit of real estate. In the southeast corner of the zone, the scan comes through from Gwen. The hesitant push, gonna let Kimura wrap around, so they start to essentially funnel into each other, which is one thing Quieto absolutely excels at. Gonna break some of these players. A beautiful one tap there from Gwen. Gonna down the Bangalore. Only one more player left. Here for Team Solace. Gonna take down Crest. Gonna go for that shield swap. Able to get the shield swap successfully. And now it's gonna be where is Riley hiding? Riley's hiding on the other side of this pylon. Gonna take down one. It's gonna be a 1v1. Now we need Riley up against Quieto. Riley unable to close it out. Gwen. Cereza actually picking that up. Gwen's kill bleeding out. Quieto now literally in a rock and a hard place. Not much to work with there. Moonlight going to be eliminated. Quieto has secured themselves 10 points. 10th place for 2 points. I'm all over the place today with calling out things, especially incorrectly.
Contact. Let's go this
Dark
way.
Zero, no idea that there's actually two teams. Two solos nonetheless. Hiding just below them. one? Yes. Two? I'm not 100% sure. They were chasing Cereza.
Care package over there.
Scarlet going to call out that care package. The devotion is in play. Where is that going to land? We'll see, I guess, very shortly. Way up north, okay. It's going to be gifted into the hands of TSM. TSM will have to rotate down this lightning rod hill. After this circle has closed, round 4, when that starts to close, is going to push them right down this hill. Push them right into the hands of the devotion. That's exactly what Fave is doing right now. She's going to drop that Volt. Going to bring the devotion, going to bring the med kit, some crucial heals as we start to move into round 4. Throw the sight on top, and you're good to go. Good to go. TSM. A little bit of favoritism there from the Apex Legend drop gods. Serene is picking up damage. Ira and Gabs have fallen. Peppa's Pigs, we swap over at the wrong time. It's a pork roast. I had to make a pig joke at once. I had to do it at least once. It'll be the only one. Sorry, Peppa's Pigs. At your cost, I made a horrible pork roast joke.
Hostile over there. Hostile over there.
Zabs does have a zipline in hand. It's not a charged zipline. You can see on the bottom left, all she's got is the scan beacon. TSM about to take high ground on Stormcatcher. Momentarily. Sabs is just kind of teasing us right now. Doesn't want to let the other teams know that's where they're going to potentially be going. Quieto will fall in 8th place. Going to settle for 2 placement points. Still going to be a good game for them. They were in 4th, a reminder, with 31. Pathfinder zipline getting longer and longer every season. Thank you so much for buffing Pathfinder lately. TSM going to take high ground. Lethal Cuties will be eliminated. Team Bricked have themselves a little bit of a brick and mortar house down here. Not much is going to be pushing in here, I would imagine, with any sort of haste. Unless you've got 1,000 grenades that you're looking to use. Dopey going to go for the revive, get those banners, able to do so. Now, there will only be 1 respawn beacon left in zone. However, bottom right of your screen, you'll see next to her grenade, she does have a mobile respawn beacon. Serene going to be eliminated in 6th. Going to try and call that respawn beacon in. We'll see if she gets it in. Grenade goes airborne from Vendetka. TSM already back inside, not going to matter, luckily for them. Dark Zero is also moved up on top of Stormcatcher. They push TSM back inside. Favorite the sole remaining player. People follow through from Non there. Stuns from the Rolling Thunder coming through up against Dark Zero. And just like that, Team Meow, ladies and gentlemen, back in business. Numerous heals on the ground to work with. A couple extra mags. A big revive here out of Team Meow. Your current leaders for the evening, 61 points. I believe it's 23 points ahead of 2nd place, but I'm not a mathematician. Please don't quote me on it.
Well, looks like we have enemies here.
Brick is just chilling. I do want to see what's directly in front of Brick. Sorry for the nightmare fuel there. So they're going to come out of this little area here. Have access to some low ground, a little bit of cover if needed. They can climb up on top of this and just, you know, hang out like little bats if they wanted. TSM still alive. TSM is tied for 6th with Team Rancor, 24 points. Before this game started, we'll see how things end. Favorite gonna push up on top, trying to pick up a couple extra KP, able to take 1. Favorite becomes your new kill leader, adds an extra kill point for TSM, also adds a guaranteed extra placement. 5 placement points now for TSM. Quick hits from Favorite. Again, trying to really work Dark Zero on the top of this roof, doing so. Bricked has moved in. Bricked almost went the exact way that I was showcasing, which is just wonderful. Just wonderful. Meow going to take their time. Have themselves a couple cat treats, maybe a nice big slab of tuna. Whatever the cats are feeling.
Keeping lookout over there.
Enemy spotted.
Dark Zero with this high ground still. Such a powerful position you can see in this final zone. As round 5 is officially closed, the next zone will force Dark Zero off of the top of the building. They have pretty much unfiltered access, though, to drop off when they would like to. I did just want to see where TSM... I wanted to see where Favorite was. Favorite's right inside of the building, so she's on this level just directly below Dark Zero. Will be able to take her time as well. Excuse me. Take her time as well as this next circle comes in. Unfortunately, that time is going to be now, as Dark Zero pushes down and quickly. Going to be picking up a devotion in the hands of Nog. Dark Zero leaving themselves with high ground, middle ground, all of the resources you could want. It's going to be time to pick up all those grenades, maybe figure out which team you want to take first. It's going to be Bricked versus Meow versus Dark Zero, as round 6 is 5 seconds away from closure.
Forget that.
Contact with target.
Watch out. Enemy here. Let's displace here. Let's relocate here.
This way.
Life going to throw out a little bit of catalyst utility. Rick going to be throwing down that rolling thunder, giving themselves a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of noise cover. Meow goes for the wide swing over to the right-hand side, the eastern portion, northern portion of the circle, excuse me. Dark Zero with that high ground still. Dark Zero with just so much accessibility to this current battlefield. Taking different angles from different heights, as Team Meow now using that lifeline package to give themselves a little bit of potential hope. There goes the Pathfinder, going to go for that really aggressive grapple, which worked out for them.
Hostile right here. Let's
Scarlet able to take a little bit of extra damage, and now on the rotation is Scarlet. Scarlet calls out a crazy rotation, and it's actually working. Hemlock shots here out of Renee. Jace able to take down the Scarlet. Dark Zero, the team with favorable high ground, now in a little bit of trouble. Rick playing from definitely, I would say, the disadvantage. Fife gonna take down one right through the catalyst wall. Fife gonna take down two. Meow now versus Dark Zero. Bricked. I totally fucked that up. An amazing finish there out of Bricked, coming from the tunnels. To win that game is an insane play of patience, positioning, and utility use. Amazing game 4 out of Team Bricked. We're going to be moving back to World's Edge, by the way, for this next game. This will be game 5 out of 6, so players going to get one more taste of World's Edge before we close things out. We'll be back in just a few with game number 5.
'Cause that means I stay in bed all day, like when we were together. Now I'm watching the weather, thinking that there's something that's missing. The late nights were skinny dipping, 'cause there's something you and I used to do. It's just a sad kind of happy. Have to replay all the memories, everything I do reminds me of what you do. It's just a sad kind of happy. Have to replay all the memories, everything I just a sad kind of happy. Hard to replay all the memories. Everything had to remind me of what you do. It's just a sad kind of happy. Hard to replay all the memories. Everything had to remind me of what you do.
We're back on World's Edge. This will be the final game on World's Edge tonight. And the score is shaping up to potentially show somebody giving a little bit of frustration here to Team Meow. Meow sitting in first with 76. Dark Zero sitting in second with 56. Quieto sitting in third with 45. Solace in fourth with 42. TSM rounding out your top 5 with 36. If you'd like a further breakdown of scores, feel free to use Command Now. I'll give you the score readout in chat, as well as a link to the Overstat leaderboard. You can check out those details in a little bit more depth. A bit of a different split here at Monument. We will have Vortex over to the side. We will have Serene versus Risen Rose. Risen Rose struggling here. Slammy tried to, I don't know what Slammy was doing there. I don't know if she actually like faked that she didn't have a gun and then did have one, but an insane turn of events. Risen Rose right now. Up one player for Nessie's completely bald. That's what her name says. I don't make the rules. Vortex getting ready to push into this fight as well. Vortex now taking high ground. They moved over very quickly. Using that 5-year anniversary flatline skin. My goodness gracious, a reactive flatline is just one of the most beautiful skins in game. Still no players dead. 60 players all still alive.
Check out that area.
Risen Rose down bottom. They do have Slammy Joe back up. Spitfire in her hand. P20 in her back pocket. Vortex, this was actually quite the event. We've only lost one player, and that's going to be from 3M and K. Wherever the hell that fight was just taking place. Way down here, that's where the hell it was taking place. We're just west of Tree. And Moonlight's right now trying to capitalize on some placement points. BD's going to take a run out of Dodge. Moonlight sitting in 14th with 10 to their name so far. This is game 5 of 6. We're going to be moving back to Storm Point for the next game.
Optics here. Close range.
They're just going to take their time, pick up whatever loot they're really thinking about.
Let's go that way.
Risen Rose Serene back in yet another engagement. We're in neighboring buildings right now. Slammy's still with the Spitfire in hand. Pick up that extra frag. A 30-30 is going to go a long way up close if you can hit some of those shots. Haley, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Winnie just got absolutely dominated by that grenade's over raindrop. You can tell because she moved across the screen so aggressively here. Serene in a 2v1 up against Risen Rose. Quick taps there out of Silver Rain. Silver getting a little turned around as the player potentially went back into the building. Quick pickup there, Risen Rose. Going to be eliminated. Serene coming out on top. Another 1v3. We've seen a lot of 1v3s in our contest tonight. Vortex now moving in to claim their fair share of kill points. Hey, give us a little, they say. It's no rush. You can share. Gabby almost actually got that Arcstar stick right off of that fuse. Would have been a devastating stick. Mandy goes for the high climb. Fall down for the time being. Rotate into this building. Give themselves a little bit of time to reset. Get those shields back up. Serene up on high ground. It is a 2-player team left. Belarus was eliminated in the contest earlier. Vortex now able to pick up a lot of these accessories of loot. Before I even switched over, I saw Kieto was fighting over toward the Overlook, and they eliminated Hex Scrolls. Hex Scrolls will fall in 19th place here in game number 5. Frogs will also fall. We'll have to settle for 18th. Light will be eliminated. We're almost down into the top 15 already, and round 1 has not even come to a complete closure. Mandy tries to go for the climb, unable to make the connection, able to do it this time. Mandy now going to wait this out, going to give herself a little bit of raise, and that's exactly that was a perfect climb right there by Mandy. Get up, get that break. Strike Force going to be eliminated. We're down inside of the top 15. We've only got 13 squads left. Everybody converging here, looking for a little more real estate in a Fragment Monument area. Which was already a violent start to begin with. Quick shots and a wrap out of Mandy. That should be it for Team Serene. It is. Beautifully played here out of Team Vortex. Earning themselves a couple additional kill points. Team Solace now under fire. Over to the western side of where we just were. Dark Zero fighting Team Bricked. We're going to have like 2 teams left by the time we get to the next zone. Tried to go for the little slide away there from Jace. Not going to happen. Brick's going to try and keep things moving here. Sole remaining player whose name I have no idea. Mystery player. This is V-Rose. That's who this is. Naturally, just, you know, using symbols that I'm not very versed in reading. As we jump back over to Solace, a surprise series of events as Team Meow going to take down Team Solace outside of the top 10. We'll have to settle for 12th. We'll settle for that 1 kill point. As teams just continually converge here inside of this Fragment Monument area. Lethal Cuties now trying to stay alive up against the likes of Team Vortex. Looks like we're in a 2v2 situation. Smokes are going to come out from Gabby. Here comes the Rolling Thunder to give themselves a little bit of life. See if they can't get around this corner. It's going to be a very contested heal. As Team Vortex has pushed in Ira and Val. Also pushing in, taking down those kills. Captain Fnatic going to miss that shot.
Got company out there.
Pepless Pigs. We're going to talk about Ira's energy ammo count right now. That, first of all, that was crazy. Beautiful grenade. Up against Lethal Cuties. Lethal Cuties will fall. Pepless Pigs. Why you shouldn't mess with pigs. I mean, I never advise trying to be mean to a pig. Or any animal, for that matter. Pigs specifically. Pigs adding, what do they got now? 7 kill points to their names after some contests here. We're in round 2. Only 10 teams left remaining. A very central circle here on World's Edge for our final game. To change up the leaderboard in a very big way.
I hope we can be friends.
Brick trying to stay alive. Heroes on the move. Down to Flesh, gonna try and pop a shield battery quickly. Should be able to do so, but Team Meow moving in with aggression.
Got company out there.
This will not be a very fun drop-in for Vortex. Yesenia and Gabby gonna be dropping in, but at what cost? Hero's gonna try and go for this crouch swing, not gonna happen. Mandy able to take down V-Rose. Team Brick will be eliminated. Vortex now only lost 1. Trying to make some additional connections here. Unable to do so. Mandy going to push back in. Will Mandy be able to come in and play spoiler to this? Unfortunately not. There's the other replicator. Get back into zone and take your time. Please. Meow sitting on 5 kills total. They are inside of the top 10, so they've already netted themselves 2 placement points, as well as those 5 kill points.
Hostile right here.
Stable shots there out of Shiro. That's what a purple magazine, or excuse me, a purple stock and a purple barrel stabilizer are going to do. They're going to really help minimize that recoil, both horizontal and recoil. Unable to make the zipline connection there. Able to finally make that happen. Shakes her head at Dope. He says, you know what, maybe take a different route. Run it in. Run it in.
Let's go that way.
Now Mandy going to be running right up towards where Meow is going to be. Well, Mandy has no idea how things are about to get.
At least to our enemy. Let us follow it.
Gonna opt out of that. And rotate right down here to 3M and K.
That way.
TSM fighting up against CRG. CRG does have high ground here. TSM stuck inside of the bottom area of this building. Sab's going to take her time, pop a couple of these shield cells. No need to rush into crazy just yet. Favorite with the fadeaway onto Morgipie. Throw out that drone. See, chat, this is exactly why I play Lifeline and Rank, so I can help my team. You know, I'm trying to be more of a team player instead of this little goose who just runs in as an Octane and dies. You know, that doesn't do anything. Push in quick here. Lady Pexi subbing in for TSM this evening, able to take down CRG. Yato relatively comfortable on top of Streamer House. Love the skin on the Spitfire. I have no idea what skin it is. Free-firing, and beautifully so. Gwen almost able to take down the Pathfinder as they rotate over towards a monument.
Making contact with the enemy.
Peppa's Pigs almost in trouble there. Could have been Dark Zero. Dark Zero almost in trouble there. You know, we'll say both. We'll cover our bases. It was definitely Dark Zero. It was Dark Zero. 3M&K up against Meow. Meow trying to take some high ground here and minimize this team's chances of getting away. They're going to jump onto that balloon, and they're going to do it quickly. Saki able to pick up that red Evo shield just from damage. Quick little peek there on the side to catch that player off guard. 3M&K trying to capitalize on this high ground. You have a TSM Nieto fight. Swap over to that quick. They did lose favorite in the contest. Sab's now trying to swing down. Sab's going to take one for the team. Ball to ring. Unfortunate for Sabs. Fieto will be eliminated. And might be Lady Pexi now, taking a little bit more damage than she would have liked to, but playing the Lifeline spectacularly. Dark Zero does have high ground up against Peppa's Pigs. Peppa's Pigs stuck in the shops area of Monument. Able to get out of that little pinch area, giving themselves a little bit more room between themselves and Dark Zero. Meow down to a solo as we left that fight for the Quieto. TSM Vendetta going to be going to the revive. Not going to be able to get it. An unfortunate turn of events. Now 3M&K going to fall up against the likes of Meow. Yusaki coming out on top as your current kill leader. 5 teams left.
Enemy spotted. Enemy spotted.
Quick little information there out of Mandy.
Optics here. Mid-range. Always better than iron sight.
Picking up those players on the rotation. It's going to be Peppa's Pigs going for more damage. On the western side of Monument, they're working through these shops, taking their time, just kind of checking all these angles, making sure, you know what? We're clear. We're clear. Dark Zero, no major contest for the time being. TSM getting ready to take on the leftover that is Team Meow. They are still a full stack of 3. TSM now going to have to push their way back into zone quickly. Jace, thank you so much for the follow. That's hysterical because Jace, I literally, my phone lights up, okay? I'm like, oh, ooh, what's this notification? I look down, boom. You liked my tweet, and then you followed me on Twitch. Wow. Wow. Thank you for the follow. TSM still a duo working through these lower buildings, trying to find their place here in these next circles. Pyra going to drop down, does have this L-Star in hand. No frag going to be coming up thanks to the Watson pylon. We'll be getting that. Very useful resource, very helpfully here for Peppa's Pigs. to be able to take down a couple players. Team Meow now getting ready to move in. Meow does have the option to shoot in through those windows, holding off on doing so for the time being. No frags here. No frags for Team Meow. Frag right there could have potentially been a chef's kiss. Kyosha, hello, hello. Fair warning, there's like a 2-minute delay on. So, yeah, in 2 minutes, you'll hear that hello. Dark Zero engaged up against Peppa Pig. They take 3 and B at 2. That's going to be 1 down for Dark Zero. Renee is hurting. Renee's just going to try and get away from this. Not going to happen. Peppa Pig looking to make that final KP connection. They're going to be chasing a ghost for the time being.
Hostile, right here.
Hostile right here.
Val going to dump out that Knuckle Cluster. Going to be able to do plenty of the work from just behind that cart. Another Knuckle could be potentially disastrous, and that's exactly what they're going to throw out here. Val trying to keep things alive. Does have the Ring of Fire all ready to go. And that's about to come out. Welcome to the lobby. Gab's now going to be playing hide and seek for Peppa Pigs, trying to keep the hopes, the dreams alive. Lady Pexi on the other side. TSM, will they be able to make it happen? Lady Pexi has been playing Revive Simulator in this close quarters combat, doing wonders as a lifeline, able to get Sabs back up. Not able to keep Sabs up for long as Team Meow comes out and wins their second game of the evening here in game number 5. We will be back momentarily with game number 6, our final game of the evening, and we are also going to be moving over to Storm Point for this final game. So we'll see everybody in just a few for the final game here in the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night.
Mr. Bully, won't you just see right through me? On the dying days when I ask for forgiveness or myself. Hey, Mr. Bully, what you think when you push me out of my own head where everything makes sense? Breathing in the lies that keep me open from the truth that keeps me holding on to your lies. What do you think you'll find me when you destroy what is inside me? I'll get real.
Another monstrous game out of Team Meow has all but cemented first place. Team Meow sitting in first with 101 points to their name. Dark Zero sitting in second with 67. Quieto sitting in third with 51, tied with TSM. Gonna have to break that tie and quickly as we drop into this final game here of the Apex Legends Proving Grounds Ladies Night. $500 up for grabs, split between first, second, third. We've got a $25 bounty for the kill leader of the night. We've got a $25 bounty, which has already been claimed. I believe Kamor claimed that with a 1v3 clip. Yes, and Team Solace tied with Peppa's Pigs in fifth for 43 points. Checking, we may have a potential restart incoming. We do have some players with some ping issues. I'm keeping an eye on that. No one else sounding off just yet. I do really want to watch this CRG contest. It's like CRG Nedlock. They're going to actually just drop right onto each other.
Let's go over there.
It's going to be frogs. Okay, EP just not moving there for a minute. That's okay. That's going to be the pylon fight down here. I saw Meow. I saw Shiro. Some work. 3 M&K will be eliminated. This is going to be his Disu's team. They were in 8 with 27. So unfortunately, they will not be able to make it into the prize money. Risen Rose was eliminated here at the hands of Meow as we were looking at the map and yapping. And Quieto came in and eliminated Strike Force. All of that just because I decided to talk for, 15 seconds extra. That's what happens. That's what happens. Apex Legends, a very quick game. And right up here to the northern part of the map, it's going to be TSM versus Rancor. Rancor down 2-1. Rancor is also tied with Team Bricked in 9th place. They have 24 points. So Cryo going to have to rat the way to placement here. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Let's go over there.
Havoc rifle here.
Frogs relatively
Versatile
close. Not
energy
going to
weapon.
push in on that fight just yet.
I could use that.
Going to keep an eye out for any flickering, any flashing. See who's shooting and who's shooting where.
Head that way.
We'll go to that next fight as it becomes available.
Evo Harvester here. I hope we can be friends.
As you can see over here, where this zone is pulling down Beast, this was one of a couple different unclaimed POIs. Down Beast normally has some pretty solid loot. Normally. Thank you, Davila. That's what I meant. I haven't actually watched the clips yet because obviously I'm doing this, so thank you.
Over there. Head that way, eh?
Moonlights versus CRG. We do also have the likes of Peppa's Pigs. There's just chaos kind of going a little bit of everywhere. In this North Pad area, far more popular
Come with me. Over here.
than you'd expect as of right now. It's a contest, but it's also pretty easy access. Excuse me, for 3 different teams to move in. As you can see, Marcy taking a little bit of damage. Excuse me again. I thought I muted for that one. I am so sorry, chat. Edie going to be putting down some Hemlock damage right on the other side of this rock. A bug with a big ass is the recipient of that Hemlock fire. And I'll say that again, because a good name. I mean, a bug with a big ass. Is it a ladybug? Is it a bumblebee? Are we talking ants? Because those are thoraxes. And that might be wrong, too. I wasn't great in science. I wasn't good. Wife was killer in science. I'm terrible at it. Biology, whatever it is, I'm not good at it. CRG on the run. Light will be eliminated. Morgie Pie going to keep things moving here for
Extended supply bin
CRG.
here.
We're 1 placement away from placement points. X-Girl versus Team Meow. Meow looking to walk away from this event with dominating fashion. Shiro able to take down 2 with the hipfire Hemlock. X-Girls will be eliminated. Shiro becomes your new kill leader with 4. We're down into placement points.
Go that way.
Ultimate accelerant here. Struth, forget that. Target over there.
I was about to say, I do believe Peppa's getting ready to get into an engagement. They're taking triple take fire from range. Gonna go for that charge up. Beatty hitting all kinds of shots today already here in game 6. Does have that boosted loader. Gonna reload a little bit faster. L-Star on the other end. Loved that play out of Gab. She tried to take that height very aggressively with the L-Star. Unable to get as aggressive as she would have liked. Watson fences do come down, trying to keep Gabs at bay. Not going to happen. Serena will fall. That is Serena, but not from Team Serene. I know it's confusing. I'm still confused. Gabs going to take down another one. The hipfire L-Star doing wonders here for Peppa Pigs. Will Gabs be able to take down all 3? She will. Team Moonlight's eliminated here at the hands of Peppa's Pigs. Specifically at the hands of Gabs and that L-Star. Dark Zero up against Team Serene. See, I knew it was confusing. Belarus now onto the rotation out of this fight. Wants nothing to do with it. We're sitting just south of the mill here inside this little bean area. This was another uncontested area of the map. We're going to try and thread one of those. Able to do a little bit of extra damage. Not going to be enough to take down the player. Scarlet rotates inside. Plenty of time to heal. Here comes the Angry Revenant on the push. Solace pushing into this fight, looking to move their way up the field. Solace currently 65th. They are tied with Peppa's Pigs at 43, so definitely looking to capitalize on this third party. They are inside of placement points already, now trying to add some kill points. Riley been playing a very aggressive Fuse today. Which is exactly how I guess you should be playing a Fuse, so what do I know? A little bit longer on that balloon, not going to potentially be juicing that. Juicing it? Not going to be using it. That's what we meant to say. Quick 54 from Riley snaps on with the Havoc. Kyrie able to get one down. It's going to be Scarlet going to be pushing over across the side. Kyrie looking to make these connections as quickly as possible. They do lose Riley. That door going to be blocked off. And this could be a potential loss for Kyrie. Press step on the other end of that door. Takes an aggressive kick. Going to go for the wide swing here. Going to be able to heal up very quickly. Kyrie now playing up against the world as players are rotating around. Cress able to take down one. It's not done just yet for Solace, but we are in a 1v1, a Cress step versus Renee. Quick little shots there for Cress step. To take down one, but unfortunately will fall very quickly as Team Serene moved in to clean up. Charge zipline moving away here from Team Frogs. Peppa's Pigs trying to stay alive. Dip and dodge around some rocks. Bangalore will fall for Team Frogs. Peppa's Pigs comes out on top.
Time for an upgrade.
Peppa's Pigs, as of right now, the way that they're playing this game, they are looking to advance above Team Solace. Solace, while they did pick up a couple kill points back there at Bean, they did fall. So it's going to come down to what Peppa's Pigs can do now, but with so many kill points already, 8 of them. Peppa's Pigs posed to take over Team Solace. Do you want to go see TSM is up to? TSM does have 1 kill, and they only had, I believe, an 8-point lead over Peppa's Pigs going into this game. So going to have to play a little bit aggressively as we get later into this game. Make sure that they can, stay away from that potential gap. And then you've also got the likes of Quieto, who is tied with TSM. So 51 points between the two of them. Essentially 4 placement money. Playing for third right now, Dark Zero. They did put up a massive game. I want to see where Dark Zero fell.
Target over there.
8th, okay. So Dark Zero could be overtaken by Quieto or TSM if the kill points and the placements are enough. Dark Zero had 67, Quieto TSM tied in third for 51. So you do have 16 points to make up for just to tie Dark Zero,
Let us follow it.
but 12th place, or excuse me, first place is 12 points. So a majority of that made up very quickly just by winning if you can play it smart and make it into that end game.
Target over there.
Team Serene taking some shots down across the water. We actually shooting over at Team Meow.
Extended supply bin over there.
Team Vortex over on this rotation.
Got company out there.
Our aim is clear. Enemies light
Quick
up.
push in from Team Quieto. They're looking to move into the money and stay in the money. Miss a deal from MVL, unable to stay alive. As you start to fall off of rocks with your knockdown shield, it does that visual animation you saw. It does leave just the slightest opening. We're trying to get into safety, unable to do so. Serene will be down to a solo player as Quieto knows what they need to do, and they're pushing in aggressively to do it. Reza Kamor and Gwen sitting inside middle, taking their time to heal up and get their resources situated. TSM still alive, rotating in from this eastern part of zone. They do have a little bit of ways to go here, and unfortunately where they're going to be pushing in, right up along the back of the BR Snails. BR Snails currently tied for 13th place with 14 points up against Team Moonlight. You have that Ring of Fire here at Snailsaurus Rex. We'll be able to utilize that resource as they get closer if needed. Rancor playing way out in the water. Not the most idealistic spot, but it is definitely a useful spot if you can hold the ground here correctly. They do have the utility to do so. They've got a Sierra Lifeline and this Bangalore. One smoke in the bag already. A little ways off of using that Rolling Thunder, but no problem. They're going to be able to hang out down here for a little bit. Shiro does fall to the ring. Where the heck? I don't know why it said Shiro fell to the ring, or maybe a player fell to the ring, which is what it could have been. So Mandy probably fell there.
Let's check out that area.
I'd have to assume. Vortex was the only one close to the ring. Here comes TSM. They're pushing up against Team Quieto. These are the two teams right now tied for placement money for third place.
Enemy over there.
Charge zip goes across. Going to give you a little extra speed boost. Going to make you harder to hit as you take that across. V-Rose was potentially going to call out that respawn beacon. That would be worst case scenario, calling out a respawn beacon and actually having an opposing team use that beacon. I've had it happen. I've done it. I'm also a committer of said action.
Okay, here.
This Biggs is still alive. Still trying to further themselves from Team Solace.
Let's go over there.
They were tied with 43.
Enemy spotted.
8 KP to their name already. We're inside of the top 8, so they've already got themselves 10 points. 2 of those being placement points just for making it to the top 8. Well, potentially big game here out of Peppa's Pigs, if they can make a couple more things connect. To anybody that has watched LG Red play before, Gabs can be a powerhouse, an absolute crucial part of any team. Gabs playing Pathfinder here, utilizing that charged zipline to get across distances and fast. And for them, Bocek on the other end. Somebody was shooting a Bocek. I definitely heard one. Or I'm totally crazy and it was a triple take. But nope, it wasn't a triple take either. We're fine. We're good now. That was a very, very interesting rotation we just watched. Gabs looked like she was in slow motion there, like she was just kind of dancing across the battlefield. Which sometimes, you know, it's never not okay to dance. I just don't recommend dancing in the open if you're a Pathfinder. You know, one of the tallest legends in the game.
Target over there.
Kieto will be eliminated at the hands of TSM. Kieto going to have to settle here for 8th place. Going to have to see if those KP were enough or if TSM's going to come out on top. If you do want to see the leaderboard before things end, use command now in chat. It'll give you a full breakdown right in chat where teams stand, what their placement points are. We'll also give you a link to that Overstat leaderboard so you can break things down a little bit further, see how Team Meow took a first, second, third first. They've been top 3 all night long.
Energy ammo here.
And you're able to evaluate the players one by one.
Let's move this way. Enemy over there.
Vortex and Peppa Pig's going to be eliminated.
Contact over there.
I was expecting a little bit more chaos. Where I was, nothing ended up happening, and that's Apex. That's Apex.
Let's move this way. With enemy.
Let's displace here.
Let's move this way.
Bricked has made it up into the top 5. Bricked is sitting in 9th.
Hostile right here.
Game 4 win on this map. Can they make that connection happen again? 24 points. They would need a monstrous game to break into the top 3. Certainly possible. We've seen crazier things. Would have to push out, get a little bit aggressive.
Making contact with enemy.
Hostile spotted.
Not doing that just yet. Meow sitting up top of things, overlooking. Meow, a reminder.
Looting here.
Walking away with a win today. It is just going to be a matter of how big of a win they have. 101 points going into Game 6. So we will see the biggest point finish.
Go this
The
way.
largest point finish, I guess, would be more correct. Of the 2024 Ladies Night Proving Grounds. Jace going to take high ground. Jace trying to keep V-Rose up. Fife going to have to back up and heal quickly. There's a Seer hiding down bottom.
Danger close.
Going to be able to drop down. Fife's going to do a beautiful wrap here onto BR Snails. Should be able to get these revives. I don't believe that Lady Pexi and TSM going to be pushing in on this fight just yet.
Hostile over there.
Rancor also looking to make a statement here. They were tied with Bricked at 24. So Rancor and Bricked also, you know, a little personal vengeance. Who's going to come out on top of tonight's lobby?
Let man got your back.
Meow actually working in unison with TSM. Not literally, chat. There's no teaming. Beautiful shot out of Zero. There was not a chance to be had there. Rancor will be eliminated. TSM adding some KP to their name. Right now, Shiro has 9 kills. 13 kill points between them. We could see a 120-point finish here if Meow comes out on top. We could see a potentially 130-point finish if they play their cards right. They're going to take this fight and quickly. TSM now trying to stay alive. Lady Pexi holding things back, playing a little bit of an anchor. Favorite caught off guard. Beautiful shot out of Lady Pexi, going to hit for 88. Now just trying to stay alive. Throws out the drone, but unable to make the dot connection. And now Sabs, the lone survivor for TSM, trying to take it just one step farther. Sab's in trouble. Sab's going to have to retreat down and quickly looking for a piece of real estate she can hide in. I can't imagine that there's a perfect world where TSM is going to be able to come out and win this, but if there's anybody that can do it, it's going to be Sabs. I also can't imagine Sabs is going to take the time to get that revive, but what a drone. BSB going to turn around, turn and burn. TSM now the sole remaining team that can take down Meow. Stabs on the other side, not going to be able to make it happen, and Meow is going to win their third match of the evening. The third match of the evening. Beautifully played by Team Meow, the likes of Dopey, Shiro, and Yusaki. Themselves a force to be reckoned with this evening. At 101 points, an average of second place in 54 kills going into this game. Which is insane. Insane! Just gonna wait for these scores to populate, and they do. Team Meow gonna come out on top, 132 points. Dark Zero gonna take second place with 72. TSM earns themselves a third place with 65. Kieto in fourth place with 58. And Peppa's Pig is gonna round out your top 5 with 54. Some ties were broken, some hearts were broken. I don't know what else. Shields were broken. And I think expectations for Meow just went through the roof for these next events here coming up. An absolutely amazing night here in the Apex Legends Proving Grounds. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I can't talk on that screen yet. I forgot to set that up. You know, I'm apparently new at this. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everyone's support of the Apex Legends Proving Grounds. To the players, the viewers alike, thank you again. And we'll see you next month with more Ladies Night.
I'm just your ghost if we're not undressed. A part of me wish that we never met, but you act like we never got too wasted in the bathroom of your parents' house. Then you kissed me in the backseat of a taxi ride, and we said things that were cheesy, but we